My name is Larry Gann. I'm born and raised here in Clinton. I guess all of my life, except for my years at college and 2 years that my family spent in South Carolina, I've lived in Clinton, Tennessee. This church has been my home for all of those years, my second home. I came to First Baptist Church kicking and screaming, and my mother and I used to laugh about that. I kid about the fact that they brought me out of the hospital and brought me straight to First Baptist Church in the cradle roll. This church is ingrained in my spirit. I've had several people say, you ought to try this church or that church. And I said, they brought me in kicking and screaming. They're probably going to have to take me out kicking and screaming also, because this church is a part of my life. I taught in Clinton High School for 37 years, and I have to believe that my Christian faith played such a part of many of the things that I did at Clinton High School. Since I've retired, I've had a number of students come up and recount with me episodes of how perhaps I said something or did something that made a difference to them, and I've got to believe that was God working through me. In particular, I had a young man who, I didn't know that I'd had any impact in his life. And he came back and he says, "You taught me patience when you were teaching." He said, "I came from a home where there was abuse. And you've helped me to understand that working with my family, patience is so important." And I said, I don't know how much you learned about history or government, but that was probably a big lesson that I didn't know I was teaching. And I have to believe that was God working through me. The people in this church and the relationships that I've built here are a very important part of my life throughout the years. Our Sunday school class has been a tremendous part of my life. I've taught Sunday school here. I've been involved in classes here. I'm at the point now that the relationships that I have with my Sunday school class are so very special and so very important, and we enjoy a great relationship, and that's been a loss due to the pandemic that I'm certainly looking forward. It's growing, and I'm certainly looking forward to getting it back. My favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.